The series has just finished Saving Britain's Pubs. It was weird on the level that the series you ended up making would not have been anything like the series you were expecting to make when you signed up for it, and indeed when you started filming, because of lockdown and because of coronavirus. But to step back from the publicans that you helped and to look at the whole sector, something that you obviously have a deep emotional relationship with, the British pub tradition. How threatened do you think it is right now?
Really bad. And I don't think the reality of it really isn't hitting home yet. I really don't think the understanding of how close we are to losing. I mean, we're losing. I mean, it's something like 3 pubs a day since the year 2000. Yeah. I mean, it's mass, and that's pre-COVID-19. Yes, exactly. That's like, and now it's just beyond. I mean, pubs do not really make money. They really don't. They become their ways of life, and you probably saw that from the show. That it's very difficult to make
75 quid a week. One of them was clearing.
Exactly. Yeah, and actually, well, that's somebody who's making a profit.
Yes,
I know it's only 75 quid, but there's a lot of them out there that are losing. And right now, there's so many pubs that are losing so much money, and it's so close to collapse. And we won't see this until the end of March now, the furlough scheme being prolonged to the end of March, because obviously people aren't going to make people redundant because it will cost you as a business to make it. So you go, well, we'll keep going till March and we'll see where we are then. But it's still losing hand over fist, cash after So if you're a small business and you're taking out one of those business loans right at the beginning of lockdown 1, that you took those loans out that then are they're personally secured. So now you've got a business that was in trouble, but you've taken out a personally secured loan to be able to get to reopen. We open in July. Now we're shut again. So now you have a business that's in trouble and a personally secured loan. So you're actually probably in a worse position as a small businessman than you were pre-lockdown 1 than you are now in pre-lockdown 2. But now also the big pub companies, so you've had the conversations this morning, the Green Kings, the Punches, the Enterprises, the Stonegates, the Stars, they're now beginning to go, okay, I can see a lot of our pubs not opening. Their business model, it's not the best business model that they run anyway, all right? It's one that's run on a huge amount of investment and debt that's into property rather than brewing. Now, all of a sudden, if there's no return on their property, irrespective of what beer they're buying, they are now huge financial institutions that are now coming under threat. Therefore, this is now where the fact that they've started putting letters to government, the fact that those ahead, rather than just the individual landlords going, excuse me, we need some help, the fact that now companies, billion-pound companies are going, we are in trouble here, this is going to affect finance. Maybe now the government start listening. However, I still fear very much that the hospitality industry is the one that is the lamb to slaughter. It is the one being left to hang out to dry, because the positive thing about hospitality is it will always exist. As human beings, we want it. Yeah. As we love social interaction, we want it. We will crave it, and we will always have it, whether it's sporting events, whether it's chatting to each other at a bus stop, or whether it's going to pubs and going to restaurants. That will come back, okay? Irrespective. It's as a business, it's much more. It's heart and soul. But from a business point of view, I fear that the government this is the one that they would let collapse, because it will come back with other people taking on those businesses, taking on those properties, taking on those spaces, just not the people that are running it now.